So, today we're going to deconstruct a pretty popular online course called Success Rituals. We're going to dig into what it's all about, what it promises, and really break down how it claims to help you hit your goals, both in your personal life and at work. All right, let's jump right in. So, what if your daily routine was your greatest asset for success? I mean, think about that. The whole course is built around this one powerful question. And it really gets at something a lot of us feel, right? That sense of unfulfilled potential. The idea that if we could just get our daily habits right, everything else would click. And this quote right here, this is the heart of it all. Master the daily habits that transform ordinary lives into extraordinary successes. This is their core message. They're basically saying that huge success isn't about some massive one-time leap. Nope. It's all about the small, consistent things you do every single day. And that's a pretty powerful idea, isn't it? The thought that we can achieve something extraordinary just by tweaking our ordinary, everyday habits. Okay, so what are we even talking about here? What exactly are success rituals? Let's get into the core concept. All right, so according to them, this isn't just, a random list of life hacks. It's a full-on system. And the main idea is to build these effective daily habits that pretty much automate your progress. That way, you're not constantly fighting yourself, trying to rely on willpower, which, let's be honest, runs out for all of us. And look at what they promised you'll learn. It's not just about getting more stuff done. They're talking about discovering your unique talents, building unshakable self-belief. I mean, who doesn't want that? Overcoming procrastination and fear, developing habits to capture creative ideas, and even achieving that elusive work-life balance. So the idea is that these rituals are meant to change your whole life, not just your 9 to 5. Now, a big piece of this puzzle is something we've seen before, learning from the best. The course really leans into this idea of modeling the habits of top achievers. So let's see how they do it. So instead of just giving you a bunch of vague advice, the course actually digs into the daily routines of really well-known leaders and innovators. The thinking is, hey, if these habits work for them, maybe they can work for you too. But, the real trick is figuring out how to make those habits your own, not just trying to copy-paste someone else's entire life. And this is a great way to see how they break it all down. They split the day into different chunks. So on one side, you've got the morning rituals, right? They talk about people like Mark Zuckerberg and Tim Cook, and the focus there is all about starting your day strong and setting a productive tone. Then on the other side, you've got evening and business rituals. This is more about reflection, prepping for the next day, and just winding down in a way that's actually useful. Okay, so after looking at what all these successful people do, the course pivots and puts the focus right back on you. This is where things go from theory to practice. And the very first step here is all about self-awareness. They have you sort your current habits into 2 buckets, empowering rituals versus disempowering ones. The goal isn't just to pile on new good habits. It's about spotting the bad ones, the ones that are holding you back, and then systematically kicking them to the curb. So here's the roadmap they lay out for you. It's a pretty straightforward 5-step plan. You start by identifying what's not working, then you learn the core principles of good habits, and then you actually design your own morning and evening rituals. Finally, you implement them, and this is the key part, sustain them. It's all designed to feel like a manageable journey, not like you have to change your entire life overnight. So what do you actually get if you sign up? Let's break down the complete package. All right, the main thing is a 10-part video course, and you get a downloadable ebook to go with it. But they also throw in some bonuses, like a step-by-step checklist, a mind map to help you visualize everything, and pretty cool, you get free access to their online community, so you have some support along the way. And the price for all this? Get this, $7. Just $7. That's obviously a huge part of their marketing. It makes it super accessible and feel like there's almost no risk involved. And speaking of low risk, they double down on that with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You see this all the time, right? It's a classic way to build trust and tell people, hey, we're confident you're going to find this valuable. So when you boil it all down, the entire philosophy of this course is really about one simple but powerful idea. There is no magic bullet. It's all about the compound effect of small, structured, intentional actions that you take every single day. That right there is the promise of success rituals. Which kind of leaves us with a final question, one that's pulled right from the spirit of the course itself. After hearing all this, what's one small ritual, one tiny habit you could start today that might just change your tomorrow? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning into this breakdown.